I'm gonna need all of DDG's supporters to step to the front, the ones in the back especially. I need you guys to step to the front because I want to ask this question. Which one of you guys are gonna let him know that he's a boy and he's not a girl and he cannot compete with a woman? Who's gonna tell him? Because someone needs to tell this guy, you're a boy, you're not a woman, you cannot compete with a woman because there's no contest. Because he really doesn't know. DDG is throwing shades at Halle. For what reason? Only God knows, because Halle is not bothering anyone. Halle has been minding her business, drinking her water, minding her business, taking care of their son, Halo. But no, DDG decides that he wants to be messy because how dare you, Halle, not put up with the mistreatment anymore? How dare you not allow me to trample you down and break down your every layer and your every core? How dare you make a comeback after I told the world you were crazy and undesirable? How dare you find a man to even publicly kiss you, dry you with a towel, make you look sexy after I did everything I could in the court and in the public eyes to make you look unsexy? How dare you make such a comeback? If you make such a comeback, I'm gonna consistently give you hell. That's the energy that DDG is currently given. Let's talk about it. Because when I tell you that, I kid you absolutely not, he's shading this girl. And I told you guys that he's gonna consistently use this girl skirt tail. He's gonna consistently ride on Halle's skirt tail for fame, clout, attention, and success. But I understand in this day and age, everyone has their favorite celebrities. And even when their favorite celebrity is wrong, that fan base is going to support them and say, oh, they're right, or they didn't do that, they're innocent, even when the guilt is there in black and white. No. What had happened was, do you guys remember I did that video yesterday talking about Halle's positive quote where Halle was saying, she's grateful that the hard work that she's in, the moment that she's currently living in, and it's paying off. It is something that she has manifested, right? So Halle posted that yesterday. Now, today, Halle made another post, and she posted a photograph of herself. It's, the upper half of her body, sweaty, gym workout, but the girl still looks hot, looks sexy, looks fresh, look young. She doesn't look tired. She doesn't look as though she's missing 10 days of sleep. She looks fresh. She looks revitalized, and she looks really, really great. So Halle posted a photograph, and that was it. And would you believe that minutes after Halle posted her photograph, here comes DDG, who doesn't know that he's a boy and not a girl. Here he comes shading Halle, right? He says, so he posted 3 photos of himself and 1 short video. So on the 3 photos, I think he's saying he's on vacation, London, right? He says, I think this means, I don't know if I've been working for the past 5 years or if I've been on vacation. Should feel the same, right? Because he has to be trolling Halle. He cannot just live his life and just be, happy. He refuses to allow Halle to be, at peace. Now, you guys may say, but he's entitled to post on his Instagram page as he feels that's his page. That is true. But it's not that he's posting on his Instagram page is the post and the caption, because he's like, oh my God, I can't tell if I've been working hard or just been on a vacation, because it all feels the same. But if you go back to Halle's Instagram page, the photograph that she shared today, it has a song that's attached to it about working hard. And yesterday, when Halle shared that Instagram story that went viral, it was about working hard just the same. So tell me, what are the chances that Halle is out here being grateful that she's working hard, her hard work has been paying off, and then DDG just happens to accidentally post something counteractive to that, saying, oh my God, I've been having so much fun. I don't even know if I'm, on vacation or working, because it just feels like vacation every day. That's a shade. That's a jab at Halle. He's basically saying, oh my God, you have to be working so hard, while here I am making money, living life, enjoying life. It doesn't even feel like work while you're over there having to work hard. This is a little boy, this is a little boy trapped in a man's body. And you can see from DDG's mannerism how he treats his mom. And yes, I'm judging from that clip, because even though it was a short clip, do you know how they say a picture is worth 1,000 words? That little short clip of him throwing a tantrum with his mom, dragging that item from his mom and slapping it down, is giving the sense that his mom has never told him no. And if he tripped or cried for something, the mom was like, oh, my little baby, my Shayla, my poor little boy. Come here, my little baby, That's the energy that DDG gives all the time. He gives the sense that if he doesn't have his way, he knows how to. And he normally gets to have his way by throwing a tantrum. So as such, he's throwing a tantrum. The tantrums aren't working out, so he's being hella shady. But he's gonna realize that the mermaid is no longer with him, because he has been even shading, saying that, oh, his son is related to some sea creatures. Funny, but still shady. So, what next is he gonna do when he really, really realizes that the little clout and the little attention that you used to get, it's fading, and it's gonna fade so slow, and it's gonna burn him so badly. And I'm talking about emotionally. He's gonna feel it so badly that he's gonna want to reconcile with Halle, and Halle may want to reconcile with him as well. But when she remembers that family and what his family did to her, like hell, she's gonna say no, because you know what? Baby mamas and baby daddies, they'll have their differences. And even though there's some evidence of abuse is abuse, we don't condone that. They both can get therapy, and they can grow and mature from that. But you know what they cannot grow and mature from as a couple? A toxic family. And DDG's family, they have proven to be very problematic and extremely toxic. And with them, it's definitely not going to work. So Halle is going to look at the public humiliation that DDG caused her, how DDG told the world that, she has psychological problems. Look at her wanting to harm herself. This is what she did. He doesn't even care about how that is going to affect his child when the child gets older. Because if he had cared an ounce about this woman, the moment it had happened, he would wait until she's calm, and he would say to her, Halle, I love you enough to let you know that I don't know what is going on, but I know that you should not be feeling the way that you're feeling, and you should not be reacting the way that you're reacting. And I'm not saying this to hurt you. I'm saying this because I love you and I care about you. let's go seek some professional help. But instead of encouraging her in that moment, in that time, to get professional help, he saved them because he was saying, worst case scenario, if she ever dare tries to leave me and leave me at a bad time, I'm going to use all of this as a weapon against her, and I'm not going to be afraid to use it if needs be. And he planned and he executed it well, with the exception of he's a fool. He had no idea the legal system is accustomed to what postpartum looks like, and they have many experts working with. And not only that, remember, first impression kills. Halle has already made an impression on the people. Halle made that impression by herself with her sister. The only individual that can come out here and truly ruin Halle is her sister, Chloe because that's how we met them. We met them as a duo. Do you know how they say first impressions last? Yes. And they also say first impression kills. We have that first impression of Halle, and it has absolutely nothing to do with unpleasantries. It has absolutely nothing to do with DDG. So he could fly high or fly low. He will never be successful in ruining her image or reputation. He may cause a little dent, nothing that can't be fixed, but he will never ever get the end result that he's craving for. He's never gonna get it. He can ride on her skirt tail all he wants, but all he's gonna do every time he does it, he's gonna remind us of what Ruby Rose and his previous exes said about him. He's abusive. He is a narcissist. And he's showing it now with Halle every step of the way. Now that we've learned they have officially separated and the court session is in order. And as per usual, as I've always said, the public's opinion is never ever legally binding, but at the same time, we are very smart and well-educated people. We know how to identify a narcissist and their narcissistic game when we see one. So if DDG thinks that no one has him figured out, he's only fooling himself and his little minions that he has following him. And guess what? Even the minions knows who he is, what he's about. They're just in denial about it because they have already built a bond and a connection with him. And many of them live vicariously through him. And guess what? It's completely okay for everyone to have someone that they truly love, respect, admire, adore, and is influenced by, but never be influenced by DDG, narcissistic, abusive behavior. Know when and where to draw the line when it comes to this man, and do not repeat this pattern in your life because it will only cause harm, heartbreak, and generational curse, as well as generational trauma. And that's all I have to share in this video with you guys. Let me know what's your 2 cents on the matter. While you're at it, do all you need to do on this video to support your girl. Peace.